you all are very well and fine. As you all know that in our last explanation video, we have covered some important sums of exercise 12.3, and today we will be continuing with the same exercise 12.3 with some more sums, with the explanation and solution of some more questions here. So in the last explanation video, I covered 3 questions and I guess 3 questions, yes, and 3 questions was given to you as a homework. Today we will be covering the next few questions more. Today we will be starting with question number 8. Okay students, let us read the question. What this question is giving us the information here. This is actually a figure of a racing track whose left and right ends are semicircular. Okay, and the distance between the two parallel lines is 60 meter and they are 106 meter long. That means the total length is 106 meter and this distance is 60 meter. And the width of the track is 10 meter. That means if this is 10 meter, this is also 10 meter. Okay. So we need to find first the distance around the track along its inner edge. Now just pay your attention here students, that we need to find the distance of the track along the inner edge. Now what do you mean by inner edge? Inner edge means if a runner is running along this pathway, that means along the pathway of inner track, that means in this way. So what will be the total distance covered by that runner in total single round? So that we need to find here. So as you can see it here nicely, that the length of this portion is 106 up to from here to here, and the length of from here to here is again 106, that is given in the question. And what is the distance of this one? This circular region is actually the semicircular region, have to be found out. We have to find this by using the formula of the circumference, and similarly here also this is actually the semicircular region which we need to find through the formula of circumference of the semicircle here. So in short, if we say that the total distance covered, along the inner edge will be equals to this 106 meter. If the splinter starts running from here and then he will be coming along this side, so first he will come here, so total distance is 106 plus from here to again he will come here, so it will be the circumference of the semicircle, that means 2 pi r by 2 plus again he will go from here to here, that is 106, and finally he will again cover the circumference of the semicircle, that means 2 pi r by 2, where r is the radius. Okay, so we will get here 106 plus 106, it will be equals to 212 plus pi r, that means 2 pi r, that means 2 into 22 by 7. And what will be the radius here? If this total is 60 meter, that means the diameter is here 60 meter for that particular circle, and so the radius will be equals to 60 by 2, as 60 meter is acting as a diameter there, so radius will be 30 meter, so it will be into 30 here. So we will be getting here answer is 212 plus 22 3s are 66, 66 2s are 132, 1320 by 7, 7 2s are 14, 8, 14, so our answer is 2804 by 7 meters. So this is the total distance covered by the splinter in the single round along the inner edge. Okay, now students, let us move to our next part of this question. Here we need to find the area of the track. You can see in the figure, in order to find the area of the track, let us divide this track into 4 portions. That is portion here, this one is the first portion. Okay, from here to here, this is the second portion, this is the first portion, and this is the third portion up to this, and the last portion is this one. So we have divided this complete track into 4 sectors and the 4 parts. Okay, part number 1 is a rectangle here. As you can see here, area of the track is equals to area of portion 1. Okay, let us do it directly, no need of writing this. What will be the area of portion 1? You can see here that it is actually a rectangle whose length is 106 meter and the breadth is the width of the track, that is 10 meter. So area of that portion number 1 is rectangle. So it will be length into breadth, that is 106 into 10, as length is 106 and breadth is the width of that rectangle, that is 10 meter. And the second number, you can see here that the second portion area is actually the area of the big semicircle minus small semicircle. If I take capital R as the radius of the bigger semicircle and small r as the radius of the smaller semicircle, you can see here that this is capital R and this is small r. As I said just before, that small r is 30 meter. Why? Because the total is 60 meter and half of the 60, that is 30 meter, is actually the smaller radius. And if the smaller radius is 30 meter, what will be the bigger radius? That is for the bigger circle. It will be 30 plus the width, because this width is actually 10 meter. So 30 plus 10, capital R will be 40 meter. So let us apply that here. It will be 1 by 2 pi capital R square minus small r square. Why 1 by 2? Because it is a semicircle, not complete circle. Then area of the portion 3 is again a rectangle of the same length and same breadth, that means 106 into 10, and the last is again the same portion as portion number 2. So it will be same as portion number 2, 1 by 2 pi capital R square minus small r square. So this is our calculation here that we need to do. It will be 1060 plus this, and this is same. So we can write as half plus half is actually 1. So it will be pi capital R square minus small r square plus 1060. Okay, 1060 will plus 1060, it will be 2120 plus 22 by 7 into capital R is 40 square minus small r is 30 square. That means 2120 plus 22 by 7 into 1600 minus 900. That means 700. So it will be 100. 2120 plus 2200. It will be equals to 4320 meter square. So this is the area of the track. So it's very easy to calculate just by looking up the figure and dividing the complete track into 4 different portions, and then evaluating the area of each portion with their respective formulas, and finally adding all those. We can get the area of the track here, which is equals to 4320 meter square. This question is very important with the sense that it contains not only the circular region but the rectangular portion also. So the concept of both the areas are included in the same question itself. Okay, so I hope that you have understood this, how we have solved here. Let us move on to our next question. Okay students, our next question is here, question number 9 here. You can see the diagram. We need to find the area of the shaded region. It's given that AB and CD, that means this AB diameter and CD is also diameter of the same circle, are perpendicular to each other. That means this AB and CD are perpendicular to each other, and OD is the diameter of the smaller circle, as you can see in the diagram. And OA is 7 centimeter. That means radius of the bigger circle is 7 centimeter. And if OA is 7 centimeter, DO is also 7 centimeter, which is the diameter of the smaller circle. And we need to find the area of the shaded region. Okay, before I solve this question here in the board, let me just give you a concept by which method I will be doing this here. As this OA is 7 meter, definitely OA is the radius of the bigger circle, and so OD is, and thus OD will also be the 7 meter. And if OD is 7 meter, 7 by 2 will be the radius of this smaller circle, and with the help of that radius we will find the area of the smaller circle. So this area of the smaller circle can be easily find out. Now let us come to the region this and this. You can see in the figure that for finding the area of this segment along BC and the segment along AC, we can find that just by subtracting the area of the triangle ABC with the area of the semicircle here. Okay. So area of the semicircle can be easily found out as because radius is known to me. But now the next question arises, how will I find the area of this triangle here? So area of the triangle can be found out by the formula of half into base into height, where OC can be taken as a height and BA will be acting like a base. As we know that there is a relationship between base and height, which is that both should be perpendicular to each other, and here in the question is already given that AB is perpendicular to OC. So if OC is the height here, I can take AB as the base, and with the help of that, as AB is 7 plus 7 14 and OC is only 7, so I can find out the area of this triangle, and that I will be subtracting with the area of the semicircle to find out the area along BC, that segment, small segment, and this segment along AC, and then finally I'll be adding that with the area of the small circle here. So let us solve this. As it is now clear to you what calculations I'm going to do here. It's very now easily known to you. I'm just solving it here in the board, so it's very clear to you. As OA is equals to OD, which is equals to 7 meter, and therefore radius of small circle will be equals to 7 by 2 meter. Therefore, area of small circle will be equals to pi r square, that is 22 by 7 into 7 into 7, sorry 7 by 2 into 7 by 2. It will be equals to 77 by 2 centimeter square. So in this way we have find out the area of the smaller circle is 77 centimeter square. Okay. Now what is the length of OAB here? AB will be equals to 7 plus 7, that is 14 centimeter, and OC will be equals to only 7 centimeter. And as OC is perpendicular to AB, therefore I can write area of triangle ABC will be equals to half into base AB into height OC. Now that is equals to half into 14 into 49 centimeter square. Okay. Now here you can see the area along, I can write here as area along BC and DC will be equals to area of semicircle minus area of triangle ABC. What is area of semicircle? It will be pi by 2 into radius, that is 7 square, minus area of triangle ABC, as I have already calculated here, it is 49 centimeter square. Okay. So it will be equals to 22 by 7 into 1 by 2 into 49 minus 49, that is equals to 11 by 7 into 49 minus 49. Let us take 49 common here. So 11 by 7 minus 1, it will be equals to 49 into 4 by 7. So it will be equals to 7 4s are 28 centimeter square. So students, finally we get here that, okay, I am erasing the question itself here. So finally we are getting here as area of shaded region will be equals to area of this circle, which I have got here as 77 by 2, plus area of this region, this one and this one, which I have got finally 28. Add this, it will be equals to 77 plus 56 by 2, which is equals to 133 by 2, that is equals to 66.5 centimeter square. So our answer is 66.5 centimeter square. Hope this is very clear to you. And the calculation was also very easy with some basic concept here, with some basic logic used here. Let us move on to our next question. Okay students, let us move on to our last explanation video for today, and here we will be solving question number 10 here. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, there are total 3 circles drawn here, and there is a triangle whose centers are actually whose vertex are actually at the center of the circles. Here in the question is given that this area of the equilateral triangle, that means ABC, is an equilateral triangle whose area is given here with each vertex of the triangle as the center. As you can see that the vertex of the triangle A, B and C are actually the centers of these 3 respective circles, and the radius of this circle is actually the half of the length of the side of the equilateral triangle. Okay, and we need to find the area of the shaded region. As you can see here that in order to find the area of the shaded region here, we need to subtract 3 sectors from the area of the equilateral triangle, and area of the equilateral triangle is already given to us. Okay, so for what we need to do here is that we need to find the area of those 3 sectors, and all these 3 sectors we have to subtract from the area of the equilateral triangle here. In order to find the area of the 3 sectors, 2 things we need to know here. The 2 things are the central angle and the radius of the circle. As you can see here that if you are said that the radius of the circle is actually the half of the length of the side of the triangle, then it's very easily understandable to you that the radius of all the 3 circles are equal. And so if the radius of all the 3 circles are equal, you can also say that the area of these 3 sectors are also be equal. Okay, because the area of the sector is mainly dependent upon the central angle and the radius here, and as it is an equilateral triangle, all the central angles will be 60 degree here. Angle A, angle B and angle C all are 60 degree here, and the remaining is radius. Radius will also be equal. Why? Because the vertex, it's already said in the question that circle is drawn with a radius equal to half of the length of the side of the triangle, and hence we conclude that this area of the 3 sectors will be equal. Okay, so first we need to find the side of the triangle. After finding the side of the triangle, we will be dividing it by 2 to get the radius. So as angle A, also angle A equals to by angle B equals to angle C equal to 60 degree, as triangle ABC is equilateral. We can write it here. Also area of triangle ABC is given here as 17320.5, implies area of the triangle ABC will be equal to √3/4 into side square, which is equals to 17320.5, and √3 value is already given in the question as 1.73205/4 into side square, which is equals to 17320.5. Therefore, side square equals to 17320.5 into 4 by 1.73205. Okay. So if I remove the point here, 110 will come here, and if I remove from one point here, then it will be 10 to the power 5 here, and so this and this will be cut now. That means I am remaining here is 4 into 10 to the power 5 minus 1, that is 4. Therefore, side equals to square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 10 to the power 4 is 10 square. That means our side is 200 centimeter. Okay. So you have understood how we will be calculating the sides. Very easy. So I am erasing it now because it will not be required afterwards. Only the side is required, and that we will be using. Okay. So after this calculation, we got that the side is 200 centimeter, and therefore radius will be equals to 200 by 2. That means 100 centimeter. Okay. Area of the sectors, if area of all 3 sectors are equal as the central angle is is equal and radius of 3 circles is also equal. Therefore, area of 3 sectors will be equals to 3 into 60 by 360 into pi r square. Okay, so as I said that side is 200, that means this total is 200. This total is 200. So the half will be, it is already given that this is the half. This is given in the question. It's not that I am saying that. It's already given in the question. So the half is 100, and so the radius of, so if this is 100, so definitely this will also be 100, and so this will also be 100. So we got here as all the radius are 100 centimeter here. So we can write here r square as 100 square. Now let us calculate here. We will get here that 1 by 2, 3 into 60, 180 by 360 is 1 by 2 into, as pi is 3.14 given in the question, we cannot use 22 by 7 here, 100 into 100. So it will be equals to, okay, we should not have, I should not have cut this. Unnecessarily calculation will become tough. 3.14 if I cut with 2, it will be 1.57. That means 1.57 into 100 into 100. It will be 15700 centimeter square. So area of the 3 sectors is 15700 centimeter square. So area of shaded region will be equals to area of this triangle, that is 17320.5 minus 15700 centimeter square, and that will be equals to 17,320, 15,700. That is equals to 320.5 here. Okay, sorry, it will not be 320 here. It will be equals to 0, 2, 6, 1, 1620.5. So our answer is 1620.5 centimeter square. Okay students, in this way we have come to the conclusion of today's explanation video. Here I have solved 3 questions here, question number 8, 9, 10 of exercise 13.3, and few of the sums will be remaining as a homework which will be appearing in the next slide. I have chosen to solve these 3 questions as I felt that solving these 3 questions will be helpful for you to solve the other remaining questions, as the concept which is used in this question will be quite tough and will be means convenient for you to understand, so that you can solve the other questions of the exercise. So students, with the hope that you have all understood each and every question I discussed here, and it will be easier for you to solve the other remaining questions. With this hope students, I end up my video here. Thank you.